I tested some of the best gaming laptops of 2025, and in this video I'm gonna rank them in a tier list based on their value for money, overall performance, and more. Links to all of the products will be in the description below. Gigabyte Aorus 17X. Packing a Core i9 14900HX and RTX 4090, this beast delivers incredible gaming performance with a gorgeous 1440p 240Hz display. The build quality is solid with a metallic aesthetic, though it's quite heavy and the trackpad feels a bit small for the chassis size. While the performance is stellar, the hefty price tag and bulky design make it better suited for those wanting a desktop replacement rather than a portable gaming machine. I'm putting this in good tier. It's powerful but has some compromises that hold it back from greatness. Lenovo Legion Pro 7i Gen 9. This machine absolutely crushes it with its Intel Core i9 14900HX and RTX 4080 or 4090 options, driving a stunning 16-inch 2560x1600 240Hz display with 100% DCI-P3 coverage. The performance is mind-blowing, outperforming competitors while maintaining a surprisingly slim profile for its power class. Despite being on the heavier side, the build quality, thermal performance, and value proposition are exceptional. This is a clear God tier for me. It simply dominates in every category that matters. Lenovo LOQ. Running on AMD Ryzen 7 7840HS with options up to RTX 4060, this budget-friendly powerhouse delivers solid 1080p gaming performance. The keyboard feels great with 1.5mm travel, and the 144Hz display offers decent color coverage. While the plastic construction feels a bit creaky and the battery life is underwhelming at just over 4 hours, the price-to-performance ratio is impressive. I'm placing this in great tier. It's an excellent value proposition for budget-conscious gamers. Asus TUF A15. Equipped with AMD Ryzen 7 7735HS and RTX 4060 options, this laptop offers reliable 1080p gaming performance at a competitive price point. The 144Hz display provides smooth gameplay, though it's dimmer than more expensive alternatives. While the build quality is decent and the performance is solid, the battery life and display brightness hold it back from reaching higher tiers. This lands in good tier for me. It's a capable gaming laptop that makes some compromises to hit its price point. MSI Titan 18HX. Absolutely insane specs with an Intel i9 14900HX and RTX 4090, paired with up to 128GB of RAM and a gorgeous 18-inch 4K 120Hz mini LED display that hits 112% DCI-P3. The performance is mind-blowing. It crushes everything I've tested in gaming and creative work. Yeah, it's heavy at 3.6 kilograms and costs a whopping $5,399, but if you want the absolute best and money is no object, this is it. I'm putting this in the God tier because it's literally the most powerful gaming laptop you can buy right now. Asus TUF Gaming A16. Rocking an all-AMD setup with Ryzen 9 7940HS and Radeon RX 7700S with a beautiful QHD+ 240Hz display that's perfect for competitive gaming. The battery life is impressive at 13.6 hours of video playback, and I love that it has user-upgradable RAM and storage. Gets a bit toasty under load, but the hotspots are away from the WASD keys so it doesn't affect gaming. This lands solidly in great tier for offering excellent value and performance without breaking the bank. Lenovo Legion 7i. Packing a 14th Gen Intel i9 14900HX and RTX 4070 with 32GB of DDR5 RAM and impressive benchmark scores across the board. The battery life is decent at 7 hours for office work, and I really dig the super rapid charge feature that gets you 70% in just 30 minutes. At 2.82 kilograms, it's not exactly lightweight, but the build quality is fantastic. I'm placing this in the great tier because it offers a perfect balance of performance and practicality. Alienware M18R2. Comes with a Core i9 14900HX and RTX 4090, pushing impressive frame rates like 100 FPS in Cyberpunk 2077 at high settings. The 18-inch 2560x1600 165Hz display is nice, but battery life is pretty terrible at just 3 hours on balanced settings and a mere 31 minutes while gaming. The keyboard is fantastic with Cherry MX switches, but that tiny trackpad on such a massive laptop is kind of disappointing. This lands in good tier, amazing performance, but those battery life issues and design quirks hold it back from greatness. Asus ROG Zephyrus G16. This beast packs a punch with its Intel Core Ultra 9 processor and up to an RTX 4090 GPU. The stunning 16-inch OLED display with a 240Hz refresh rate is perfect for both gaming and creative work. I love that it's thin and portable, but it does get pretty hot under load. For gamers who also need a machine for content creation, this is a solid choice. I'm putting this in the great tier because it's a versatile powerhouse that doesn't compromise on style. Alienware M16R2. Rocking an Intel Core Ultra 7 and up to an RTX 4070, this laptop is no slouch. The 240Hz QHD Plus display is crisp and smooth for gaming. I appreciate the slimmed down design compared to previous Alienware models, making it more practical for everyday use. Battery life is surprisingly decent for a gaming laptop, however the performance can be a bit inconsistent, likely due to software issues. I'm placing this in the average tier because while it's solid, there are better options out there for the price. Dell XPS 15. This isn't primarily a gaming laptop, but it can hold its own with up to an RTX 4070 GPU. The 4K OLED display is absolutely gorgeous, perfect for content creators. Build quality is top-notch, as you'd expect from the XPS line. However, it can get pretty toasty under load, and the gaming performance doesn't quite match dedicated gaming laptops. For professionals who want to do some light gaming on the side, it's a good option. I'm putting this in the average tier for gaming because while it's a great all-rounder, there are better choices if gaming is your primary focus. MSI Raider 18 Ajax. With an Intel Core i9 14900 Ajax and up to an RTX 4090, it's an absolute powerhouse. The massive 18-inch mini-LED 4K display is jaw-dropping. It's got all the ports you could ever need, and the build quality is solid. But man, this thing is heavy and the battery life is pretty meh. If you want the ultimate desktop replacement and don't mind the bulk, this is it. I'm putting this in the great tier because the performance is insane, even if it's not the most practical laptop out there. Acer Predator Helios Neo 16. This beast packs a punch with its Core i7 14700 Ajax and GeForce RTX 4070, perfect for hardcore gamers who want top-notch performance. The bright 16-inch DCI-P3 display is a treat for the eyes, and those Thunderbolt 4 ports are a nice touch. But man, the power consumption on this thing is no joke. It's like feeding a hungry monster. I'm putting this in the great tier because it's a solid choice for gamers who don't mind the power draw and want that sweet performance. Lenovo Legion Pro 5 Gen 8. With its AMD Ryzen 7000 CPU and NVIDIA RTX 40 series GPU. It's crushing those frame rates at 1080p and 1440p. The 240Hz QHD Plus display option is butter smooth, and that 1080p webcam is perfect for streaming. But heads up, the fans can get pretty loud when you're in the heat of battle. I'm slapping this bad boy in the great tier because it's a fantastic all-rounder for serious gamers who can handle a bit of fan noise. HP Omen. This laptop's got some serious cooling chops. It stays frosty even when you're pushing it to the limit in games like Helldivers 2. The RTX 4070 GPU is pumping out some impressive frame rates, especially with DLSS enabled. But oof, that battery life is rough. Just over an hour of gaming unplugged. I'm putting this in the good tier because it's a solid performer that'll keep you cool under pressure, but that battery life is holding it back from greatness. Perfect for desk-bound gamers who don't mind being tethered to an outlet. MSI Katana 15. This laptop packs a punch with its RTX 4070 GPU and Ryzen 9 processor, delivering smooth gaming performance and excellent graphics. The 144Hz display is great for fast-paced games, but it's not the brightest out there. I love the Cherry MX keyboard, it's super clicky and responsive. Battery life is a bit meh though, so keep that charger handy. For gamers on a budget who want solid performance, this is a decent pick. I'm putting this in the average tier because while it's got some great features, it's not without its flaws. Dell G16. Holy moly, this thing is a beast. The Core i9 13900 Ajax and RTX 4070 combo absolutely crushes games at 1080p. That 16-inch QHD display with a 240Hz refresh rate, chef's kiss. It's bright, colorful, and silky smooth. The Cherry MX keyboard is a dream to type on, too. Sure, it gets a bit toasty under load, but that's par for the course with gaming laptops. For serious gamers who want top-notch performance without breaking the bank, this is a fantastic option. I'm slapping this bad boy in the good tier. It's got some serious chops. Razer Blade 15. Alright, let's talk about this sleek machine. It's got the latest Intel and NVIDIA goodies packed into the signature Razer chassis. The build quality is top-notch, and I love the variety of display options. But man, those palm rests get hot while gaming. And let's be real, the price tag is eye-watering. If you've got deep pockets and want a stylish gaming laptop that can double as a work machine, this might be your jam. But for most folks, it's overkill. I'm putting this in the average tier. It's great, but that price-to-performance ratio is hard to swallow. HP Victus 15. Now here's a pleasant surprise. This budget-friendly gaming laptop punches above its weight class. The RTX 3050 can handle most games at 1080p with some tweaking, and that 144Hz display is a nice touch. Build quality is solid and thermal management is surprisingly good. The display could be brighter though, and battery life is just okay. For casual gamers or students who want a laptop that can game without breaking the bank, this is a solid choice. I'm placing this in the good tier. It offers great value for money and performs better than you'd expect at this price point. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the gaming laptops for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description. Alright, peace out.